Joey, are we ready to go?
I said, yeah, I'm just waiting on you.
Where's the rest of the gang?
You guys, you want to go over?
Look at this guy, always late. What is he doing?
I need my phone. I lost his phone.
Oh my God, we got one guy losing the phone.
He has one phone in his hand.
Filming right now, so we all film each other.
We're filming. It's a film off.
Alright guys, come on, let's go. There's a couple things I want you guys to be aware of, especially when we're filming new homes. Relationships are going to be like the most important thing. Here's why. When you walk through that door, it literally says right there, buyer, make sure to bring your agent. So today, I really want you guys to build a relationship and a rapport with Farah. This is the reason why. There's times where I don't even show the property. Client just walks in, signs my name, and I'm getting paid on that commission. That probably happens maybe about 6 to 10 times a year. And that's how strong that relationship is. If you don't build that relationship with that person, they're just gonna be doubling that commission. Also here, they're paying up to 4% commissions. So keep that in mind. So it's nice to push it here. Another thing is I have a contract with Lennar, and they're going back to the tier brackets. So right now, I think I'm in a deal for $800,000. I'm only getting paid 2%. Next person that comes on, make sure to tap my name on so that way we can get 3%.
Meaning that you have to write the contract in his name so that you get the full 2%.
Now, here's the thing. If you run under my name, I'm not handling the file. You guys are responsible for the file. Okay, so keep that in mind. So I think with them now, they're going up to 5% co-op. So let's try to get it all the way to the top. But obviously, the last person that gets it to the top, try to get that $1 million or $2 million. That's gonna be a hefty commission.
Do they do it on the millions though? I don't think they do.
I think it's like after 1.2, they cap you off like at maybe 3.5 or something like that. But obviously, let's try to get as much as we can.
I guess what we'll do is we'll send out a new supplemental duties owed.
Yeah.
And that way everyone's on it and everyone can have access to that file.
Now, are you guys familiar? Obviously, you guys are familiar with that, right? Make sure to add every single agent on there. Because what happens is sometimes you may be out of town. You may look at one of your agents and say, hey, I need a favor. Can you just go out to the property, do whatever you need to do? Or they may have a question. You can't talk about real estate until that's signed. So you might as well just get all that signed all up front. With the leads, we're going to kind of hold back on the leads a little bit. Here's why. Because a lot of you guys have so many leads, I think you guys are just making calls because I'm going back into the notes and it's just like one call, that's it. So we have to go back. We have to make sure that we get those calls in. I want to make sure we at least get 7 touch. If you're putting in the work, you will get the leads. Also, Chance here, got a listing, and are we going into escrow?
She's supposed to sign the counter today.
Yeah.
Look at this. We just got started.
You guys, thank you really
So,
for all the help. It's amazing.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So hopefully we can close in the next couple days.
Close? 30 days.
Okay. Now, does anybody have any questions or any concerns about anything? If you guys are unhappy with anything, please let us know now. Besides making more money. I want more money.
I need to make more money.
Oh, yeah! If you guys don't know, we have Ashley, the new agent, right? Coming on board. Okay? This is Tony, okay? Antonio. Now, Antonio is required to always tell a joke on every single meeting. Alright, let's go. Let's hear your joke.
Oh my God.
You're on the spot. Let's hear a joke.
Let me think of one that's not.
It could be corny. It's fine. On the fly.
Does anybody get offended?
Nope.
Oh
You might have to bleep this out though.
Okay, so there was a couple one day, doing whatever. A little kid opened the door and, they were covered up and stuff. And then he closed the door and he was all in shock. And then next morning he asked his mom, hey mom, why were you jumping on top of daddy's belly? And then the mom's like, your dad has a big beer belly. So I jump on top of it every night so it gets smaller. And he said, well, that's useless. And she's like, why? Because our neighbor comes and gets on her knees and blows it right back up.
Alright, so what we're going to do, a lot of you guys are going to do Instagram stuff, you're going to do your video home tours, do whatever you guys need to do. Make sure to tag Farah on every single thing, Okay? I'm gonna bring Farah in real quick so that way she can actually explain her product and what comes with this, because this is important. Because when you guys are doing your whole video home tour, not everything is included, right? The success for YouTube, you need to create content that provides value for your consumer. You really need to understand the product, what comes with it, right? What is the warranty, what is standard, okay? Because now when you're walking around, you can explain all this stuff, and you know the product very well. So I'm gonna bring her in, okay?
First time here. Sure, hopefully. It's not just
I have one here.
Alright guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start over here. Let's go inside.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Joey.
Everybody, this is Farah. I'm gonna give you guys a sheet here. So this is the first thing that I do is build a relationship with the agent, get all the information, if there's any SIDs or lids, incentives. Also, when you do your video home tours, when we talk about incentives, do not talk about the incentives on the video home tour. Because they're the call to action, right? Number one, if you say you're gonna get $10,000 towards incentives, if they come here, you don't get the $10,000, guess who's on the hook? You are. So in the videos, make sure to explain, hey, these guys are actually giving incentives. If you guys want to know what the incentives are, give us a call today.
Hi, so I'm so glad you guys are here. You're the first group for us to show you the houses, so I'm excited that you came, so thank you. And it's all Chakits and of course York. I have a good relationship with these two, so just know like if you have that relationship built with me, I'd be happy to stay late. You know, it's that type of thing. If you have buyers that are from out of town and you're not able to make it, you know, that relationship builds a tremendous amount. So do that with any community that you go to. I recommend that. My community will most likely sell really well because this area of Cadence, it's really hard to find these houses. When you bring your buyers in, I always recommend agents, and I've seen them, that they come in 15-20 minutes early or actually call in advance to kind of get what the included features list is. So that way you're knowledgeable and I'm also kind of not repeating everything, and and it just really helps as a team. So as far as our community here, what differentiates us again is the multi-gen. I can go ahead and walk you through the homes.
Now one of the things that I'll do is figure out how many lots and what is the standard lot premiums, okay, and what is the max.
Okay.
So that way you guys know exactly, what's going on. So just keep that in mind. Also, all the materials in here are all included?
There are,
Okay.
yes, unless it says otherwise, which I need to put little tags on. But appliances that are washer, dryer, fridge are never included with your Horton. So I need to put the little tags because our model is just open. But yeah, welcome in, come on in. This house actually is considered 6 bedrooms, but we call it a 5-bedroom with an office. So anyone that's looking to have 6 bedrooms, this would be a great opportunity for them to come and check out. Price point is in the mid-600s for these houses, as you see it.
So you guys will notice from one builder to another, some of these production builders will include a lot of stuff. And the reason why they do this, especially this builder, is because the average person that comes in, they can't really picture of what's included, what's not included, and sometimes buyers just need to make it simple. And that's what this builder does, right? So just take that into consideration when you're shopping. But at the end of the day, the clients are always going to ask you like, hey, which is a better value? You got to take a look at based upon the price per square foot and actually what you get. So when you do the full built out, you're comparing apples to apples, use the price per square foot as a barometer, okay?
Great point. And what also differentiates us is the fact that other builders are waiting for the buyers to get upgrades. They want your buyers to be like, okay, I want to get a nice decked out shower. But we don't want that. We actually discourage it. So we don't want anyone to do any upgrades, and we don't have that anyways. But even flooring, if you wanted to upgrade your flooring, you can, but this is included. But for the most part, we just build as we go because we are a production builder. So we make money as we build and we close, and we want you to make money. We make money. Everybody's happy.
But do they have the option to do like the tile surrounds or anything?
No.
Okay, that's it.
So it's what you see is what you get. So it is actually granite or quartz in the surround as far as the bathrooms and the master. But let's say if you wanted to do marble flooring, we don't have that. We only have limited. If you wanted to change the quartz and want to get some sort of like Italian something, we don't have those options. So we've already spec'd out for the most part what the houses come with.
Do you have different colors they can choose?
We do,
Okay.
yes, yeah. So great point. We do have selection, so it's not too much of a spec. It is. We understand this buyer is spending a lot of money, in the 600s and up. So we know that.
So you guys already have specs available to sell?
Yes.
That were 90-day close time?
For me, 30 days here, and we just
Wow.
opened. Yes.
Wow.
All right, what else we got?
So yeah, tile flooring, and we did like baseboards that are like a modern look. So it is the 5-inch you are getting.
A lot of these builders are starting to add more things to the home now. If you take a look, do you guys know what these are?
Sectors?
No, they're actually supply lines for the grill, for your AC unit. The reason why they do this now, so that way they can distribute the airflow equally. So this is the only builder that's doing this right now. So now it's equal. You see how it's like all over?
Yeah.
So this is the only builder that's doing this right now.
Thank you for bringing that point. I came in, I'm like, what is this? And so it's like they're little spaceships all over. But no, they are really good for the airflow and yeah, energy efficiency for sure. And then if you see the light switches, which I'm gonna kind of get a little bit of training on myself, because I just started the community. This is a different switch system. It's not electrical. So you can actually take the panel out and take each switch out and make it so you can put a dimmer in. There's no like electrician needed. You just go and I can give you the
Oh, so that's pretty dope.
It's so dope, yeah. You can have a choice of quartz or this granite, and there's several colors. So all of our soft close cabinets do come with a handle, and they're really well designed, well made. It's not like stapled or anything. As far as getting a backsplash, you can do that with your buyers. If you decide, the fridge does not come with it, but you do get the dual oven and the microwave here. So far, does anybody have questions before we? Yes.
I was a little late.
You're
So the price I'm looking at comes with this countertop.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
wow.
or quartz or whatever colors that we have. Yep. The models are made to look like a home, not a model where it's like bedazzles the buyer and then confuses them later. We're just making it very streamlined and simple. Exciting thing about this house, it has a separate unit. So buyers want to be with their families or their grown children, they can have their multi-gen here. And they have their own access. A parent could be living, a lot of families want to stay with their family members, elders, or grown kids. And there's a bedroom here with a closet and a full bathroom.
Is that Joey or bedroom opportunity?
There it is. Here we go. Yeah.
Oh, and also there's a dual stackable washer dryer.
Oh, right there?
Yes,
Yeah. So down here as well, you get tile.
you do. I do want to tell you that it is 4% co-op here in all of our communities. So that's something that I don't like to push and to say it because it's like, but I don't
That's
think
all we
any builder
hear.
are doing. I know.
We don't care about the
Right.
price, how much you pay. So how much would this house be just like this?
I'm gonna check, but it's in the mid 600s.
Mid-
for this
okay.
one. 600s, yeah.
Are you guys helping with closing costs, or what are your incentives right now?
For sure. So each community is gonna be different. Oh, what's your name? I'm sorry.
Antonio.
Antonio and Farah. We have different prices or incentives for different community. Right now, we're just promoting Cadence. It's 5.5, the lowest that we can get.
Is that a buy down or is that for 30 years?
We've bought that. No, it is 30 years. Yeah.
Okay.
So 5.5, which we've paid. The builders paid, and then you also get 5,000 towards your closing cost paid. So it's kind of like where in the past was like 8,000 closing costs paid, and then you had whatever the rate was. But we wanted to promote this community. So if you have buyers really savvy and they really want to be like, that's really important for them.
Is the 5.5 with 20% down?
No,
It's 10.
it's good credit, whatever that the bill is. Yeah, it's not like
Now, with a Hertz rating, this is based upon a third-party company. So builders will hire a third-party company in here and pressurize the house to see what the rating is. The more that you go into the green, the better it is, the higher it is. However, you do sign a form stating that every house is completely different and it doesn't really mean anything, okay? So this is just a good selling tactic, that's all it is, okay?
It is energy efficient. I do want to add to
Yeah.
that, and it does help because I have buyers that are spend, a family of 4 do spend less than my house, which is a 20-year-old home. I didn't buy new, and it is a small house, but with having the energy efficiency of what we have every single year, the builders are getting smarter and savvier, so we do build better. But yeah, to his point, it's somewhat helpful.
All I'm saying is, what it says here, it's not going to be accurate. They have to disclose that into the contract. Also with new home builds too as well, it's always important to find out what type of insulation is also included. Is it batten or blown insulation? Typically in the walls, according to code, it has to be R13. Inside the attics, it's actually R30, right? But you can actually upgrade that, but that's going to be a cost. Unfortunately for this builder, you won't be able to do that because this is not a full production build, right? This is a spec build where they already built the home for you. But this is where you have to have the knowledge in construction so that way when you are having a conversation with your client, you're providing more and more value where the consumer wants to work with you because you know the product very well, okay?
Since we're in this house, 4425 is our most popular plan. It is a multi-gen home that's We used to build huge houses, but now this is our biggest. With the archway and having this kind of openness, it makes it semi-custom look, because in the past it was just all flat and it was a narrower entry. So they did open up the space here. Similar to the other house, this house again is a little bit bigger. Everything again is included as you see, except the fridge and
So the
washer.
countertops next door, they were, that was a granite.
Yes.
This is quartz.
They're same price. You can pick.
Okay, so you can just pick one or the other.
Yeah.
Great.
The same. It's the same.
Do they have the option to do a backsplash?
They do, yes. So they can do that, and it's additional at the design center, and they can pick their flooring.
Design question. What's the percentage of people choosing quartz over granite right now, do you know?
So initially, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, there's a lot more than now. I think people are going into natural stones a lot. I don't know if you've noticed, like the beiges are coming back,
Yes.
right? So it's a lot more like woodsy, natural, and quartz is 80% natural or 90% natural, and granite is natural, period.
So another thing that you want to also think about too as well, like I noticed this kitchen, you guys got to know the product and the style. So these are actually full overlay shaker cabinets. Now, if you went to a different builder, you don't get these 42 upper cabinets. You get the birch generic 36 inches, and you would have to do an upgrade. So just like little things like this, if we look at this under-mounted sink, this is included with this builder. However, if you went to a different builder, you get the standard,
Yes.
what do you call, the rental
Overlay, yeah.
sink. You know what I'm talking about? With the lip that's on the top. So these are things that you have to point out, right? So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a great point because those are really important. Also, guys, like any fans you see in the ceilings with the lights, those are included. It's not additional too. So the master and your great room does get it. Anything of sorts. Now, if you see a speaker, that's just for our sound, for our guests to listen to music. That doesn't come with it, but it is pre-wired for speaker. A lot of buyers now, of course, with the Bluetooth, they don't even use the speakers anymore.
So is there a Smurf tube? I'm sorry. Is there a Smurf tube inside there you were
There
saying?
is, yes.
Okay.
There's a Smurf.
What was that chance you were saying?
Would you pre-wire if you build a house?
Yeah, I would.
What is a Smurf tube?
Oh, just behind the
Little guy
television.
like this?
The Smurf tube is actually right behind where the television screens are.
Yeah.
So we made it so the wiring doesn't come. It's in between the wall. You can put the. It's just a tube.
I just want to make sure I told my client the right thing.
No.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Honestly, huh?
What'd you say?
Huh?
What'd you say?
It's for the TV cables, you know. It's
Okay, so you.
But he kind of like looked at me. I'm like, damn. I think he kind of knew that I was bluffing.
He's questioning you.
But I'll get you the answer from Chakits.
Well, you did it right. Good job.
What I wanted to point out is with Henderson, these pop-outs on the back of the house is something that we have to do. So these are just, it makes the house prettier. So just know that if you have buyers coming in, the structural does have a little more to it. The yard will be just all cleaned out for, buyers, whatever they want to do. We don't touch the backyard. So if anyone's like, hey, do you guys build in pools? None of that does.
And what was the price on this one?
This was mid 600s.
Mid 600. So is the other one. It's mid 600.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This one's $699. That one's mid 600s. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. I'm like in the same house.
HOAs? Did we go over that?
Whoa.
HOAs here in Cadence, I have the HOA. The buyer does have to sign that. It's really important that they have the disclosure signed with Cadence. Oh, it's only $50.
Oh, $50.
Yeah, 52 or something.
And that
And you still have
also-
access to the amenities over on the other side.
Yes.
Oh, that does include.
Are they going to build another pool and all that stuff here?
Great question. We are building splash pools and such, and tennis courts and pickleball. If anybody plays,
I think right next door, you guys, the city's building like 100 acres. You got pickleball, tennis, basketball court, and also baseball. And I think right up the road, you have like 30 acres of a bird sanctuary.
Yeah, the bird sanctuary is
Yeah.
close by, which a lot of people come for pictures and things. If anyone knows, it's very kind of pristine in a sense. Like it's quiet. It's not in the hardest Cadence.
Every DR Horton community allows us to come in and produce content.
Absolutely.
Because
You don't ask, just do it.
there's another builder, national builder. They said, don't say our name, don't show pictures of the.
Yeah.
I was like, it's 2023.
Yeah.
So my thoughts on that is if you were to email anyone,
Yeah.
even if you were to email me, I will not respond to you.
Yeah.
So don't email, just go do it. Yeah.
Just go do it.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, don't email.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, ask for because when you ask legally, we're not supposed to let you come and do and represent, say things that, again, on my email I said you can come do it, right? So I'm taking responsibility.
Oh, gotcha.
So if I call you and say, hey, yeah, come, I won't respond and say yes, and that's just because
I get it. East side stuff, yeah.
our marketing is, it's a corporation, so.
Oh,
What do you think?
Huh?
What do you
Oh,
think?
it's absolutely amazing. The best value in Las Vegas or in Henderson is out there. You can get 4,500 square feet for $699,000.
What's the catch? That's what I'm
What's the catch?
Seems like a very good deal.
4425, 6-bed,
For both
4.5
us and the
bath,
customer.
3-car garage,
catches?
multi-gen, large backyard, 12,000
cheap.
square foot lot. Absolutely insane. $699. Can't find it anywhere else here in Las Vegas.
What does multi-gen mean?
So the multi-gen is multi-generational. So a lot of families are having their mothers or grandmothers, grandparents move back to the house. So it's a controlled environment for them, if you will, and it has it's like a little apartment. So they have easy access from their little condo outside, back in. You never have to see them. You can close it off if you want to. It has a little kitchenette. Absolutely amazing.
What you doing?
I'm trying to learn my gimbal.
Why are you standing up there?
Gotta get the angle.
Got it.
Okay. What's that, Chakits? Catch me in action, man. I'm trying to learn the magic like Chakits. Dude, I'm so camera shy. What's going on, guys? Zach Martinez, Simply Vegas. Chakits Krulsawat Group. We're here at Symmetry Summit.
What's your thoughts?
They're amazing homes, man. I like the bigger one. I think if I was to pick one for me or my family, I would go with this one. It's more convenient, you have more room.
How's the price point?
This one's $650, this one's going around $699. And they're saying they'll be increasing the price in the next coming weeks as they start selling more. They have a really big waiting list right now.
I think they're beautiful. I wish I would have bought one of these when I was a first-time buyer. I think they're wonderful. My favorite part is definitely the suite for like I call it casita. Obviously, it's not a casita, but it's like a separate multi-generational area that's blocked off. It's super nice back there. We have one kind of like that at our house, but this one's way better.